Welcome again, and today in this lesson we will see the security issues and threats for WordPress. In fact, WordPress is the most popular publishing platform in the world. It runs over 34% of all websites worldwide. Because it powers so many websites, it has become a target for hackers who want to infect or control websites. For this reason, finding a zero-day security hole in WordPress is sought after by hackers because it can lead to the ability to control a huge number of websites. A zero-day vulnerability is a vulnerability that the software vendor has had 0 days to fix because they are not aware of the problem yet. Okay. For now, who is attacking my WordPress site? In fact, there is 3 types of attackers. The single bot, which is known for vulnerability. The single bot play on the known vulnerabilities. He attacks small numbers of websites simultaneously. On the other hand, the person is an attacker who attacks one site at the same time. Difficult to detect and targets high values of websites. For example, a dedicated hacker can attack a great website like, for example, Nike or whatever WordPress website or whatever website running WordPress for aiming to get valuable information or valuable things. Last but not least, the botnet. It is a group of bots like single bot, but it is in this time using multiple thousands of or hundreds of bots to spread across multiple IPs. It is a massive danger because the botnet can devastate many numbers of websites at the same time. So far, why are they attacking my WordPress site? In fact, there are 5 reasons to attack a WordPress website. First of all, to send spam. To be able to send spam email from your website, hackers can run scripts on your website that bulk email their targets once they control your site. The second reason, host malicious content. They host malicious content and avoid filters. Hackers may use your site to host content like pornography, illegal drug sales, or other spam content. Hosting bad content on a domain that does not yet have a bad reputation helps them avoid spam and other online filters. For example, the third reason is to steal your website data. To access and harvest the data on your website, including your customer and member email addresses and names, stealing thousands of email addresses of your website members provides hackers with new targets to send spam and malicious email. You may also have other exciting data like personal member information that can be useful and identify theft and other malicious activity. The reason number 4 is spam vertices. To use your website to redirect traffic to another malicious or spam website, including their website and spam emails, we land those emails in the spam folder. If the website is known to be malicious, by including your website address in spam emails, instead the emails avoid spam filters. Then, when someone who receives spam clicks on the link to your site, they are redirected to the malicious website. This is called spam vertising. The attack number 5, or the reason number 5, is attack other websites. Once your website has been compromised, a hacker can use your site to run bot attack scripts that hack onto other websites. Your website may become part of a cluster of machines called a botnet, which is a large group of machines used for bulk malicious activity. So, how are they attacking my WordPress site? There is in fact many steps, but we will list the main of them, which is reconnaissance or recon. The reconnaissance. During this information gathering phase, an attacker will want to learn useful information about your website that lets them know what vulnerabilities may exist that they can exploit. The two most important things that they want to learn are what kind of software your website is running and what are the versions of that software. For this reason, one of the things that a hacker will do when attacking a WordPress website is to enumerate your themes and plugins. This gives them a list of your WordPress themes and plugins along with versions for each. From this list, they can very quickly cross-reference their list of exploits and determine if it is worth trying and exploit on one of your themes or plugins. By now, the second step, which is the most important step, is exploitation. Exploitation is the act of actually hacking into a website. When you consider that there are large databases of vulnerabilities listed by software type and the version available online, and that this contains full technical detail on how to exploit a vulnerability, exploitation seems like the easy part of attacking a site. In fact, finding sites to attack and identifying vulnerable software on the site that it is exploitable, the consensus phase is the most of the work. So to recap, if an attacker finds in the phase of reconnaissance an exploit or a vulnerability, he can exploit it by these attack vectors. First of all, he can attack your login page. This is where most password guessing attacks or brute force attacks take place. We will see in this lesson how to protect our login page of WordPress. In fact, the login page of WordPress, the default login page is WP admin, which is very known by the hackers. The second vector attack is PHP code on your website. Attackers will try to exploit vulnerabilities in PHP code running on your WordPress site. In fact, they try to see the code of your plugin, of a vulnerable plugin or a theme, to exploit something with this code. In fact, the third vector attack is the privilege escalation. Privilege escalation involves using the access granted by that account and a software flow to gain a higher level of access, like admin. For example, when a malicious attacker finds an exploit or a vulnerability, he can log in with a normal user or normal member, and he can make a privilege escalation to get the admin access. By now, we have old or unmaintained web applications. An attacker will look for other older and unmaintained web applications on your website that are very vulnerable. If they can gain access via these applications, they can modify your WordPress files and infect your website, even though you have kept WordPress itself secure. So we must get an eye to unmaintained web applications, either delete them or maintain them. For the sophisticated attacks, we have XML RPC service. This service can allow an attacker to perform password guessing attacks. It is by default enabled with shared hosting and so many VPS servers, but it still gets some noise and danger from this service. You must be careful when you use XML RPC service. The other sophisticated attack is access via temporary files or repository. When editing files in your website using tools like Vim, temporary files may be created that contain sensitive login information. The same is used in GitHub. So be careful when you put your credentials of website in GitHub. Make it private, or don't put your credentials on GitHub, because it is very dangerous. Or don't leave any temporary files on your server, because any hacker can exploit them. The attack via shared hosting. You may be in a shared environment where it is possible to create permissions in your website files that give someone else on the same machine read and write access to these files, which is very dangerous. When you are in a shared hosting, don't give a full permission to any files or to any folder, because it is very dangerous and any exploit can lead to a mass deface to your website or to the entire shared host. So be careful. Attacks via the web server and operating system. You may also have vulnerabilities in the operating system that hosts your website server and website, like the shell shock vulnerability. If you are running a self-hosted website in a provider like Linode or OVH or whatever, you need to ensure that your operating system and all of these services are secure and up to date. If you are using a shared hosting, be careful to your shared hosting provider who to choose from the shared hosting. Your provider is very crucial. And when you are in VPS or dedicated server, make sure to make patches for every update and every security. You must secure your VPS. How to protect yourself? Here are a few key rules to observe to keep your site secure. For example, the first thing, use strong password for all users' accounts. So choose a reputable hosting provider where websites on shared servers are isolated from each other. The second reason is keep WordPress core, your themes and plugins up to date. So update your WordPress installation or WordPress website with plugins and theme update. Use an intrusion detection prevention system like WordFence as an additional layer of security. Clean your site and server. Remove all old and unmaintained web applications, including old backups of the site from your website. And last but not least, clean up your repository. Ensure there are no sensitive temporary files lying around in your website. Ensure there are no subversion, Git or other repository files publicly accessible. So by now we will go to the practice. I will open my website of company and I will show a common vulnerability, which is password guess. I will type wp admin, which is the common attackers vector that can use. It redirect me the WP login. I will hit connect. And after that I must change the schema of login. I go to extension, add extension, and I will type change admin WP. I will choose one, the most, I will choose one of the plugin. I will choose this, for example, which is the most compatible and the most installed. I will choose this, change WP admin login, and I will change the schema and I will hide it from you for security reasons. I will wait till the installation is done. After that I will hit activate change WP admin login and I will create a new file. We create a new file for this purpose. And I will hit by now to the WP change to change the path of our login, of admin login in fact. I will go to settings, permalinks, and I will change this admin. I will change this to empty, and I will copy this and paste it to a new text file. I will hide every information because it is very important for us. Hit save, close, and save modification. With that we can disconnect from our website. And for example, when I hit here WP admin, I will be redirected to home page. Even if I try another time WP admin, it will be redirected again to home page, which is very secure for our case. With that, we are good to go. We have finished our lesson, and see you in the next lesson. See you.